You know, YouTube, life has a funny way of starting some shit, man. Very funny. Because I put out a video and I said I probably wasn't going to do these. I said I probably wasn't going to bother making content like that for this game. I was tired of dealing with the 7-4s, feeling like I couldn't play defense like I wanted to on a lock. And then it dawned on me that I needed to do something different. And 2K Labs kind of confirmed this for me. But it was time I go back to, that back end style. Now it's a little different, with how the steals are and stuff like that. It's a little different. But I got the 7-4 stopper. It's about time that I found something that was worth it for me to really enjoy this game a little bit more. So when I'm playing by myself, if I'm with a 5 and there's a 7-4 out there, I can be the one to go out there and stop it, right? I got 2 different variations of this 7-4 stopper. Maybe actually 3. I'm going to show you what I just came up with too. But there's a 6'10 and there's a 6'11. 6'11 is the highest contest because you can actually give it a 7'5 wingspan, which is higher than most of these 7-4s, which are just rocking minimum wingspan of 7'4. All you got to do is just know when to jump. Especially if you're doing the 6'10 as well. You know when to jump, you can get blocks, you can get great contests. And because of how this contest system is, it definitely needs the most it can get. So I'm going to show you 2 different variations. And then I'm going to give you my third one, my third secret one that I just made. I just made this before I started recording this video. So the first one I'm going to show y'all is the one with the highest capabilities to do what you need to contest 7-4s. This was confirmed by 2K Labs that 6'11 is the super sweet spot to get the best contest possible against a 7-4. So I'm going to get y'all right into this. Make sure y'all like this video up, share it out with a friend, subscribe if you haven't done so already. I try to upload as much as I can throughout the weeks, every single time I get the opportunity to. Call of Duty's coming, Battlefield's coming, we got content coming. And I said I wasn't going to do 2K, but we're going to do 2K. So let's get into it, man. So first things first, power forward, because you can't do small forward. Small forward goes max 6'10", which is what we did for our 6'10", that I'm going to show you in a minute. Power forward, 6'11", 212 pounds. Get us a good amount of speed, still being able to get a good amount of strength, be able to get our interior up to an 89. There's a reason for all this and the method to my madness, so bear with me. And like I said, 7'5" wingspan is the max wingspan you can get, which is above the 7-4s. So I'm not gonna build it. I have it for y'all. Y'all can pause it. Y'all ain't gotta listen to me talk. Y'all can make it whatever y'all want to do. But I'm gonna explain to y'all why I did it this way and what you could possibly do to change it and optimize it a little bit better and use this as a template. So first things first, we got an 87 driving dunk. That gets a silver posterizer paired up with an 80 vertical, which we have an 83 on this one. If you're not too worried about having the posterizer, drop this down to a 75. You drop this down to a 75, that opens up so much more for y'all. Y'all can put it on stand dunk, get it up to an 89. You can put it down even further if you want to. Unfortunately, close shot and mid-range are tied together, so you can't drop this. But if you don't care about having physical finisher, bump that up. You got gold rise up. So that's part one of how you could do this, right? So we'll bump that back up, back to our roots here. Again, anyone standing up, just silver rise up. The post control is tied into our ball handle, which is at a 70. This gets you bronze unpluggable. Unfortunately, with this one, you can't get like handles for days. You can't get ankle assassin, but you get good dribble styles, which I believe you can also get the Giannis dribble style, which has a good boost out of it because you also have lightning launch at bronze. You can max plus 1 or 2 this to silver or gold. Be moving on to 6'11. 82 midi. This is just because it's the max we can get. If you're not too worried about that, you can always drop this down however you want to do it and just leave this at an 83 ball. This will also save you even more room if you want to bump up your vertical, if you want to bump up your driving dunk more. You could always do it that way. And also you can get a 93 driving dunk on this build. So if you want those high-end contact dunks, you can do that. So then you can always go a 93 driving dunk with some cap breakers. Toss on 3 cap breakers here. You already got the vertical for it. You'll get gold posterized. You can max plus 2 that to legend. Boom. nasty work. You know what I'm saying? So that could be just another way you could do it if you really wanted to. If you want to drop this down to 4, bump that up back to a 76, that allows you to get the takeovers for shooting, which a lot of them you don't get until you're able to do that. So that opens up 4 extra takeovers that you didn't have beforehand. That can make this build kind of nasty. So again, use this as a template to your own discretion. 76 Pass Act. This allows you to get versatile visionary to silver. You have silver break star as well. You can always max +1 at the gold. 60 speed ball, like you said, lightning launch. Ball handle 70. Now, we have an 84 perimeter on or interior on this one. There's another way you can do this, where if you want to do a little bit more with what you got, right? So let's say we have this tied together. Let's go ahead and bump this up so that way we can at least get Paint Prodigy to bronze, right? Toss your interior up. Break this down. If you're not too worried about your free throw like that, you can always bring this down. Bump that up to an 89. If you want to do that, you can get an 89. And then what you would end up doing here, bumping your block up to a 99. Now the 99 block is why this build is more important as a 6'11". Block helps with your jump contest. So the jump contest you're going to get as a 6'11" with a 99 block. You also have Bronze Challenger, which is the maximum that you can get on this build, because your next one is at an 82 perimeter that you cannot get on a 6'11". If you do this, max +2 this, make it gold. Put your 5 cap breakers on block, or toss 3 cap breakers, and if you're using a defensive specialization like I am, add 2 other cap breakers onto that from your bad specialization, make that 99. So you have 3 cap breakers left over. Like right now I have 6. So with my 6, I can add the 2 specialization ones on block, then add 3 on my block and make that a 99 block. So not only on top of that, you're gonna get Legend Paint Patroller, and you're gonna have these 3 extra cap breakers. Now, what you can do with those 3 extra cap breakers, also down here it says high flying deniers at half. You can always bump 2 onto your vertical. Pretty sure it goes 1-to-1. We'll go into it on the advanced with the cap breaker screen in a minute. You can always put 2 on here, make that legend. Legend high flying denier just seems kind of crazy. But, you know, it's something you can do. You can mess around with. We right now have an 85 ounce of rebounding, which gives us gold box out beast. Only a silver rebound chaser, but you're there to box out, let the center do his thing. You can still grab boards. I have the 6'10" version that I have also has an 85 offensive rebound. You can get good box out positioning. You can get good rebound animations with the vertical tied into it. So always keep that in mind. 73 steal also allows us to get that silver interceptor. Max +1 or 2 that to go to Hall of Fame. 79 speed, 73 agility, 72 strength is just to ensure that we have brick wall on the build itself. We have a movable enforcer. You can max +1 or 2 a movable enforcer. If you want to play the big and like park set screens, change it around, max +2 your brick wall to gold. You'll be cool with that. The only thing that I wish you could do is maybe getting your strong handle up to gold, but unfortunately you can't because ball handle max is at 70. And then the 83 vertical is just to ensure you're getting pogo and high flying denier both at Hall of Fame. Now again, that's just one way to do it. If you just leave this in an 84, you could be fine with that. But if you want to get off-ball pest on top of that to gold, bump that to 85, still leave that how it is. Then you can bump your mid-range back up to an 82. Start your free throw back up a little bit. Boom, you're done there. So again, that's just a variation. I'm not going to tell you the name because at the end of the day, depending on how you make it, use this as a template. But that right there is the 6'11", 7'4" stopper. Now the next one I'm going to show y'all is the 6'10". I went and added cap breakers on here to make this a little bit more suitable for my style of how I wanted to do it. And it's made a lot of sense. We toss cap breakers on drive and dunk, pass accuracy, ball handle, interior, perimeter defense, and our vertical. We added 2 to drive and dunk, gives us an 80. We added our other 2 on perimeter, or 1 on perimeter defense. We added pass act, ball handle, and then we've added 3 to vertical. Now, one of these is this defensive specialization, which is the perimeter defense, which gives us an 84. Now, you need an 83 to get pick dodgers to silver, which is the whole point of even doing that to begin with. Some people are like, why don't you put the steal up? It defeats the purpose because you don't get anything higher than silver, unfortunately. That's 81, 83, 84. You need an 85 to get to gold. You can't get anything with that. So then we tossed the other specialization onto vertical, which gives us to the 79. Now, with your other cap breakers, this is also personal preference. If you wanted to and you wanted to leave this at a 75, you could go down here. You could possibly put up your post control. You could put up these 2, which gets you to 57 and 64, which then allows you to open up like post fade phenom and things like that to your repertoire if you wanted to do that. Or you could just put your ball handle up like I did here, give us a 75 ball handle, get some good animations on a 6'10 with that, be moving with the KD styles and pro dribbles. And then your pass accuracy, if you wanted to just do that and not worry about the drive and dunk or the ball handle, you get 3 here. Instantly, you're looking at an 82 pass accuracy, even better pass animations. So that's how I went about doing this one. Now, there's one that I just made, which is the 6'10. Another version of it. This one I kind of wish I would have did sooner. And I'm going to tell y'all why. I just made it, so we're going to load this up. And I want to show you guys what I did and what my thought process was in doing it. Because I also have Legend Rebirth. Okay. I want to show y'all something of what I'm thinking here. Be honest. Of how this works. And if y'all don't know that y'all can do this, literally go ahead, make your build. Hey. If you have cap breakers, start a career up, go to city instead of, the actual career, then you can go to attributes and do all this. So the biggest thing you're going to notice here is a 65 3 ball with an 83 midi. You also see there's an 87 drive and dunk. We have a 91 block. Bear with me here. So I've been messing around with this builder for this particular build because I have the 610 already, but I kind of wanted to optimize a little bit better. So with this one, my thought process is we're going to use a three cap breakers here out of the 6. This gets us to an 83 ball. And as y'all see in my last 610 that I already showed you guys, it has an 83 ball, and I'm shooting a little over 70% in the rep. They're going to toss 3 cap breakers here. Other 3 cap breakers are going to go to drive and dunk. It gets us to a 93 drive and dunk. As you see, we have an 82 vertical. You only need an 80. With a 93 drive and dunk, get gold posterizer. You can max +2 that to legend. Get legend posterizer. Okay. Then I'm going to use the defensive specialization, which gives me 2 defensive cap breakers. We're going to put that on block. So we're going to get back to our gold paint patroller as well. Still have the 80 O board. Still the 82 speed. Still 78 agility. Now, when we get the 7th one, which I will be getting soon, there's 2 different things I can do. We can put the perimeter up, which gives us the silver pick dodger that I have on the other one. Or we can toss it on vertical, which will allow us to get our pogo and high flying denier the ability to get the Hall of Fame. So how I'm seeing this right now in my brain, this 610 might be unstoppable. Just might be unstoppable. The 611 is definitely dope with how I've kind of made that a thing now. And I'm so adamant that I might do that one. But if you want something with some speed to it, it's a little bit quicker on his feet versus, You get a 70 agility here. You only get a 71 to a 73 agility on the 6'11". You would go with the 6'10 small forward. The 6'11 power forward is going to get you a better contest because it's taller with the higher wingspan, but being able to do a little bit more with the 6'10 with the cap breakers, I think will make a bigger difference for how you decide to make your build. But that's just me. That to me is going to be, I said 2, but I gave y'all 3 different versions of the 7-4 stopper. And if those 3 ain't worth shit to y'all, I don't know what to tell you. Because those 3 might be it. I'm using one in particular, but that one I just showed y'all might be my new favorite. So let me know in the comments down below what y'all thinking. Let me know what y'all thinking about these 7-4s. How y'all feeling about 2K26 so far. I told you I wasn't doing this video. I wasn't going to do these videos at all. But you know what? I couldn't escape it. I'm back. Let's get to work. And get out there and stop them damn 7-4s, man. And I'm going to catch y'all next video. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Stay safe. Peace.